Welcome to the 30-Day Twitter Challenge for Teachers with Eric Langhorst, a step-by-step guide to getting started and getting the most out of Twitter. Hi, my name's Eric, and you're in day 26 of Twitter for Teachers, a 30-day program to help educators learn how to use Twitter. So today's topic is recording a chat. We've been talking about ed chats and all the different ways you can use Twitter, but sometimes you want to capture those things on Twitter and share them with somebody else. Now, obviously, you could always go back in time and look at your tweet stream and kind of go back and find these different tweets, but sometimes you want to share things that happen on Twitter a month later or even a year later. So there are ways that you can capture things that happen on Twitter. Probably the best used or the most widely used source is called Storify. Storify is an app that has both a premium version and a free version, but using the free version, you can capture tweets and embed them on a web page or send out a link to share them with somebody. So a great example of this is many of the ed chats that take place. They use Storify to create an archive of their chat. So the one that I use the most often is the hashtag #SSChat. So if I want to go back and look at one of their archived chats, when I go back to look at the archive, what I'm really looking at is a Storify that someone has created. It's a little bit hard to explain Storify, but essentially what you're doing, and you'll see this on the tutorials and the resources, is you're taking different sources of social media. We're talking primarily about Twitter, but you could also do this with Facebook posts. You could do it with Instagram pictures, and you're pulling in different types of media, and it is creating a web page that will then be shareable, that you can send a link to somebody else, and they can see all of those particular pieces of social media. So one great example, we recently in my own building had a teacher do basically an ed chat with another classroom in a different building. And so they used the same hashtag, and at the end of the activity, they wanted to capture all of the tweets that happened between various classrooms. So they created a Storify. Now it's a web page, and they can share that web page. They can go back and look at it later. Maybe as a teacher, you want to go back and look at it a year from now when you do a similar lesson, and you can kind of compare what you did last year with this year. That's the beauty of Storify, is that it kind of captures a chat for you. So in the resources today, I've got a tutorial about how to create a Storify from an ed chat. I also have several examples of ed chats that have been made into Storifys. So check those out. And then your task today is to go in and create a Storify account and create a Storify. It doesn't have to be something that you're going to share with anybody else. It can be one just for yourself, but maybe you've got a building hashtag and you want to capture all the times that people in the last week have used the building hashtag. Just try something real simple, but just kind of play around with Storify a little bit and see if you can come up with one finished product. Tomorrow, on day 27, we're going to talk a little bit about school Twitter accounts and how Twitter can be a really powerful resource for a school to use to connect with community. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Please check out the entire collection of tips to help teachers use Twitter at twitterforteachers.com.